any fancy intro. Hey everybody,
From the underground.
Comics here. We are doing another one shot with our famous young dungeon master Nathaniel, who also goes by the Dungeon Talk, who also goes by N-cix217. Say hello to the gang, Nathaniel. How do I bring up? Oh, there's everybody. Go ahead, Nathaniel.
This is the legendary item, Cloak of Comfort. I am Nathaniel. I'm on the internet as Nathaniel, N-cix217, or the host of the Dungeon Talk, which is my Dungeons and Dragons podcast. I also have a small YouTube channel, N-cix217. Yeah, take it away, everybody.
All right, next to Nathaniel, we have a newcomer to our one-shot, Milo Toscobble. Tell us a little bit about your character and your real self.
Well, real self, there's not really anything interesting to talk about, so I'll skip that. And Milo is a halfling that was abducted from his village as a small child. Well, he's a halfling, so he's a small adult. So yeah, he grew up on smuggling boats and that kind of thing, and now he's just your friendly neighborhood rogue trying to make his way in the world.
All right, and then below Milo, we have a returning campaigner, Bob the Feared. Is Bob a silent monk?
I'm starting to think the monk is taking a vow of silence.
That will be a very... Then I'm going to steal his accent so I don't have to come up with one of my own. And next to Bob, we have a newcomer to our group as well. Our second newcomer, Bentar the Bold. Bentar, introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Bentar the Bold, but some people know me as Comics on the Mind, aka Mindshift. I do the YouTube thing, and today I am stepping forth into the role-playing world as Bentar. I am a dwarf. A hill dwarf, and I am very nomadic, so I've traveled around a lot. I don't stay in one place.
And again, another returning member, we have Hrax'i.
Hey guys, it's BigO. I'm playing Hrax'i.
BigO!
Again, I wanted to continue. This character is a mountain dwarf. Unlike Bentar, I was holed up in the mountains for a while. A lot of crazy dark stuff happened to me in the past, and just forging my way out into the world, finding a path.
That's wonderful, because we have 3 shorties and then 4 shorties and then a silent elf. All right.
Wait. I got to introduce my character. All right. So I'm Tacoma Comics. My character is McClunkin. McClunkin is a dragonborn dwarf who's a bard who wants to hang. What's that? A dragon. That's right. We have shipped dragonborn and dwarf. I'm a dwagon, and I really, really, really want to be a singer in the bar, but I've been kicked off stage a lot. I've tried my hand at bartending. Usually they make me be a bouncer, so I'm very into playing my music for everybody and hoping that one day I'll be appreciated. And very soon I will figure out an accent for McClunkin. I'm just kind of nervous to jump into one, but I'm getting close. All right, Nathaniel, take it away. Take us through our steps of peril.
All right, so today we're going to be playing Krenko's Way, which is I'm going to modify it a little bit because we're not actually playing in the world it came from. We're playing in a modified, generic fantasy world. Let me find it. 160. Okay, here we go.
I think I have
Krenko's Way. Krenko is the boss of a notorious goblin mob, and he has made his fortune and built his reputation by mostly staying out of many different guilds and authorities' way. He has managed to cause no end of trouble for the citizens of the districts of the city, but not without attracting the attention of several other guild masters. who wish to take him down. Krenko has spent years consolidating goblin street rabble into his fiercely loyal gang. He cultivated connections among the ruthless and powerful, specializing in high-value theft and mayhem. At the apex of his influence, he got into a nasty turf war with the Shatter Gang brothers, a rival goblin gang that often deals in illegal arms and weaponry. Rumors swirled that Krenko killed Dargig, the youngest of the three brothers, after a weapons drop went bad. The remaining two brothers, Rickig and Gardigig, attempted to kill Krenko in retaliation for the death of their kin. Before they could do the deed, Krenko was apprehended by the Dwendalian Empire and thrown into Sawtooth Prison near the Legion's headquarters of Sunhome to spend the rest of his life behind bars. But someone as well-connected as Krenko has ways of shortening his own sentence. Inciting a riot in prison secured him a transfer to Udzek, a maximum security facility in another area of the city, administered by the Dwendalian Empire. During the transfer, agents of a former associate of Krenko created a distraction, and he was able to slip away to rendezvous with his gang. He now plots his next move as he reestablishes power over his criminal enterprise. Krenko's escape is no small matter. The Chamber of the this is other stuff that doesn't actually. During the adventure, the Shatter Game brothers catch wind of Krenko's freedom and are desperate to make him pay. All right.
I have one question. What would be considered an illegal weapon in Dungeons and Dragons that he's
There's magic weaponry.
Oh,
Magic
okay.
weapons.
I stand informed. Thank you, sir.
Okay, here we go. Life in the city is never dull. I'm going to call the city Sunhome because that's easier. Life in the city of Sunhome is never dull, a hub of constant activity. It always offers a new opportunity, a new challenge, a new intrigue. It is a place where a promising adventurer like you can find your path to glory, riches, or power through your allegiance with the guilds. But first, you'll need a job that will help you prove your worth. Today is your lucky day. This afternoon, you received a brief note from a contact of yours, a collective contact you've all met before. I heard today from someone who is looking for help finding something. Seems serious. Might be a good opportunity for you to meet outside the Sawtooth Prison at dusk. At the appointed time, you find yourself gathered with other like-minded individuals outside the front door to the functional and unremarkable Sawtooth Prison. Now, some of you have met each other before, some of you have not. It's totally up to you. I really don't care. Light rain begins to patter on the cobblestones as the sun sets behind the spires and towers of the city. You see a male elf in well-tailored clothes approach your group from behind the side of the prison. His deep blue eyes bears a gentle but concerned expression. He raises his hand to hail you and speaks in a low tone as his eyes take in your group a nearby environment. Are you here to help us find something?
We could be. We are looking for work. This time I will not kill the first person we come across. I promise myself that.
I am N-cix217, a noble of the city. I am part of the Senate part of the Senate office here to help keep the guilds alive and keep peace in the city. We have need of your particular skills to assist in the retrieval of a convict who got loose just before sunrise this morning. He escaped during his transfer to Udzek, a maximum security prison where he would have spent the rest of his days. His name is Krenko. He's the boss of a large gang of goblins that operates around Foundry Street. He was apprehended to answer for a long list of crimes, including murder.
Murder.
He allegedly incited a riot that led to the deaths of a guard and 2 inmates at this prison a week ago. The warden decided enough was enough to put through his transfer. Krenko has made a lot of enemies, but the Shatter Gang brothers are his biggest threat. They're a rival goblin gang specializing in illicit weapons, and they want Krenko dead in reprisal for the murder of one of their lieutenants. The dead lieutenant also happened to be the youngest of the 3 siblings that run the gang. They'll tear apart the neighborhood to find him once they know he has escaped. Normally, we'd let the Dwendalian Empire deal with this situation, but we suspect that Krenko might have had help from one of the other factions of this grand world when he escapes, possibly the Kreen dynasty. We are enlisting others to investigate that connection, as it could point to a bigger problem. We need you to track down Krenko and bring him back alive. Then we can interrogate him and keep him off the streets for good. I'm prepared to give you 100 gold right now to cover any expenses you might incur during your investigation. Upon delivery of the criminal, you will receive another 100 gold and my gratitude, which I will convey to the higher-ups of my particular office. Under no circumstances should you attempt to question Krenko yourselves. Are you all in agreement with this?
What do you think? What do you think? What should we do? What should we do?
At the sound of gold, I'm going to approach just a little bit closer because I was standing towards the back. And I nudge Bentar because he's a dwarf, and I'm trying to stick with people who are familiar with me. It's like, did he say 100 gold each or just 100 gold total?
Oh, 100 gold total. For all the 5 of you, you can split it evenly. 20 gold each.
I think we could make that 50 gold each. I mean, it sounds like Krenko is a pretty important guy.
Yeah. What if I cast like some inspiration, like Jedi mind stuff, since I'm a persuasive guy? I'll make him give us more money. Can I do that?
You can use your, if you want to, you can use your so here's the way it works. If you want to, you can use your bardic inspiration to give Hrax'i a bonus to him trying to persuade this guy. So try and talk him into giving him more gold, and then make a
bardic
roll.
inspiration on Hrax'i so we can convince this guy to give us more money.
All right, I'm good for that. I'm gonna,
because perhaps he's heard of you from your last adventure.
Yeah, I'm gonna approach just a little bit closer and ask our Dwendalian cohort here that's telling us about this, and just ask them, it's like, hey, I came down from Hupperduke when we took care of this big mechanical aspect, and we took care of business up there. Do you think maybe you can kind of lend us a little bit, kind of front us a little bit more, or maybe back end this so that we can make it worth our while?
All right, go ahead. Yeah.
What do I roll?
And roll a. You don't have to do anything. Hrax'i, you get to roll a d20 for
wait.
persuasion.
I have to look persuasive.
All right. So Hrax'i, you get to roll a d20 and then add a d6.
Add a d6 for inspiration.
Yes.
And you said,
Daddy, make sure you mark off your usage of inspiration. You only have several per day.
You said,
just so you guys know, I'm talking as Bob through the chat and hand gestures.
I was just about to point that out in private chat. But
coming out of character, yes, his communication is, he wants 100 gold each. I don't know if we can get that much, but I'm willing to try.
I'm just trying to up it a little bit and say, instead of 20 gold each, maybe say.
So what'd you get? What'd you roll?
Gold each.
I definitely agree.
5 plus 3 plus 1. So only 9. Not a great roll.
I cannot change the down payment, but I will contact the higher ups and see if we can increase your payment after you've completed the job.
Okay.
Acceptable.
Okay.
Acceptable. Bentar, acceptable to you?
I think I can do that for now.
Marlo?
All right. I love the voice.
My voice? No, not my voice. Probably not my voice.
Oh, I love both of you. I love Bentar and McClunkin. You guys have great voices.
Marlo,
So
you good with 20 gold?
McClunkin,
Thank you.
If you can have that voice.
there is probably
4
much
hours.
information on the streets as there's probably much information on the streets as Krenko has many connections down on the streets. It has hurt his gang's reputation. Other gangs may know of him. They are also encroaching on his territory. It is of the utmost importance that you collect him quickly. Tin Street is a bustling center of trade in the territory of the Shadow Gang brothers, so you must be careful. Foundry Street is where you'll find manufacturing facilities, similar to that of Huppertook, as you said you've been there before. Some goblins seem to have been places outside of the plaza, near the central plaza, that may be worth checking out. For that, I will bid you adieu, and here is your 100 gold, and he opens up his bag and hands you 20 gold. So go ahead and add 20 gold to your GP.
Am I adding this to the gold that I had from last, or?
Yes, I'll let you include the gold you had from last time.
Solid.
Where do we add that again?
Very bottom middle.
In your equipment box, there will be these little circles on the side. One of them very faint, and a very faint tech font will say GP and put in there. You should already have 100 gold, so for all of you who started, you get to start with if you are new into this game, you get to start with 100 gold.
Cool.
Do I get an extra 100 gold?
This guy is his name is N-cix217.
Nazis. Thank you.
N-cix217. Okay.
N-cix. I'll type it in the chat so you can see.
He was our contact. He was our guild contact. Right?
Which way do you guys want to go? This wagon is open to suggestion.
Yeah, so your options are 10 Street, Foundry Street, the Plaza, or you can go ahead and search for, in the sewers, you can search for other goblins if you really want, or gang members, possibly.
Looking over at Bob, doing his hand motions, trying to read body language from Bob since he's not talking much.
I think he's into agreements.
Yeah, I think he's in, so wherever we want to go, I think he'll go with us for sure.
Sounds good.
Maybe, Milo, you think maybe we can pick up some supplies? I don't know if you guys need anything to pick up, or maybe
I'm going to turn up the heat in my room because it's cold in here.
So I'll step out from behind the only tall person that's here, as I like to kind of stay a little bit hidden, and I will lean on my silent, tall elfin friend and say, "Yeah, I think our best plan." My overly tall friend here doesn't like to say very much. I think we need to get some supplies. He seems to be very underdressed, and then let's head to the city center and see what we can find.
The Plaza?
Yes.
All right. All right, friends. You head to this. So then I guess go ahead and head your way to the Plaza. All right.
It's very weird traveling with a naked friend, by the way.
Nathaniel, close your ears. Wouldn't be the first time I've traveled down a street after a drunken night with a partially clothed friend. Okay, Nathaniel. You're good, Nathaniel.
Okay. I mean, I played a wizard who wore nothing but a bathrobe once.
You were Lebowski.
I don't think he gets that yet.
Yeah, I know.
We'll have to explain.
Someday he will, though.
One day.
So, do you want to go to the Plaza? So you head to the Plaza, and let me find it. The Plaza, yes. Heading west to the Plaza. So there's probably activity. There are many merchants and people all over the plaza, children running and playing in the fountain. There are large sewer grates that seem to be molding and rotting. There are several large buildings, each several merchant stalls, as well as large department stores, even, as well as a large office building for the Dwendalian Empire.
What do you think, guys? What do you think?
I said we go over and see if we can find a store that has some health potions, maybe some healing potions.
Bob wants a drink. Health potion, Bob? Or are you looking for something a little bit more enticing?
A little stronger.
I believe my tall, silent friend is looking for adventuring supplies, such as health
How much potions cost?
Let me go.
Where can we get potions?
There's probably an apothecary or an alchemist's shop, or even or even if you really want, there's probably maybe a clinic.
Let's search for one of those.
I said we go to apothecary.
Let's go that way.
Yeah, what Bentar said.
I do have a question though. Are we supposed to be avoiding the street gang, the goblin gang, or are we looking for them?
You are looking for a way to find Krenko, who has recently escaped before anyone else can get to him.
Okay, gotcha.
We may have to encounter the gangs. We may have to avoid the gangs. We may not have any choice with the gangs. Let's stock up on potions first.
Gotcha. Go forth then.
All right.
We seek apothecary.
All right. All right. So you head to a small apothecary you find called the Secret Ingredients. It is a small place, very homey feel. There is a nice old lady who seems to be tending to some plants and some very strange items. There is a basket that is full of dead beetles. There are different types of sages and leaves. There are several glass jars with eyes or plants or different. There are several jars that are just filled with different types of water. And then, of course, there are many potions.
Bob, what you looking for in particular in here?
Hello?
Something to increase his strength, maybe?
Hello? You got any strength increasing potions for my friend here?
Yes, let me go check the stores.
Oh, does she leave the room? Because if so, I'm going nuts.
She's interested in getting a book that lists potions and their cost.
I'll be right.
Oh, I'm not a thief, sorry.
Yeah.
I've been known to grab a half glass of ale off the counter and nobody's looking.
There is no ale here.
Then thirsty I shall remain. Bob, my friend here, is looking for health or strength. He wants to be strong before we encounter any, well, we won't tell you.
Who's in charge
I'm
of the shop?
trying to find potions.
Secret
1
ingredient.
second.
Oh, sorry.
Who picked up whole potion? Potion. Okay. Okay. So there is. Yes. So you're looking for us. Yes, I can read that. What is he saying? I cannot read hand signs.
Oh, I'll step forward as Bob is trying to relay this information. We're in town. We're trying to help, the local guilds with some issues, and we wanted to stock up on some supplies. I'm sorry. My name is Hrax'i. Who are you?
Oh, my name is Mama Alicia.
Mama Alicia. Hello.
That's what my grandchildren call me, so everyone must call me that.
Hello, grandmother. Okay. Wanted to know, it's like a health potion, or maybe some kind of vitality potion that you maybe have.
Yes.
Help, continue our travels and our help with the guilds.
Potion. What's the other one? Magic items. Crafting rubbish. Where are the?
So, Nathaniel, is there anything around that looks like I might want to borrow it without paying for it?
There are definitely. It would probably be dangerous to try some of these things. There's like a jar of chicken feathers, but then there's a jar of strange glowing red feathers. There is a small locked box up on one of the high shelves that you would probably need a ladder to access. All right, so we have here potion of giant strength. This is really hard to get because I need heal giant leather. Yes. There is the potion of growth, which will
How much is the strength one? Bob wants to know how much the strength one is.
the strength one. Let me see here. Uncommon. Where's the freaking thing? 136. Magic items by rarity. Major magic. Where's the freaking thing?
I can't believe you don't have all the potions memorized in there.
Okay, here we go. Well, the potion of giant strength would be 400 gold.
You have something a little less strong and a little less expensive?
You guys all just froze on me.
That's because you just told us that it was 400 gold. That's why.
We're looking for the 60 gold version, the 100 gold version.
600 gold version.
No, 60. Or 100 maybe at most.
I don't have you want a baby giant strength potion? That will hardly be anything better than what you already have.
Looks
No,
like you're not getting much strength.
Oh no, so basically the reason that these are all so expensive is because they it's not like a strength bonus. It just makes your strength 21 for a decent amount of time, so it's really overpowered for your levels.
What about health? What about health then?
Health potions? I have healing potions. Oh, those are actually much less expensive. Those are around 50 gold for one. 50 gold for the potion of a potion of greater healing is 50 gold. A potion of healing is 25 gold, and then a potion of supreme healing would be something more of a. What is the potion of supreme healing? Where is it? Yes, 40,000 gold.
Whoa.
Sounds expensive.
So that potion of greater healing, you said 50 gold per one?
Yes, for one.
Could you maybe do something like 80 gold for two? If we buy some more extras, can you kind of knock the price down for it?
Yes, if you're about to buy two, I guess I could do something like that. That would be fine. Here.
What if we bought 5?
5?
On 5.
Well, that would be 100. That would be, let me see, for greater healing potions. And she takes an extra minute thinking of what 5 times 50 is. 25. No, that's not right.
Could you do 200?
I think I would do 200 for 5.
What about 150 for 5? We'll do 30 gold apiece. 150 for 5.
I'm afraid not, because
Sorry.
red eagle feathers are kind of hard to come by.
Is that what goes into these
I'm
healing
going
potions?
What if
Something like that.
What if we volunteer? What if we bring you more ingredients as we're questing? What if we agree to help you find more of your rare ingredients?
Are you asking for a job? 'Cause I want
Um,
my grandchildren to do it. They come back bleeding and bruised, but I don't really mind.
What about, Bentar brings up a great point. We're going out to do some of this. Oh, no, that was Milo. I'm sorry that said that.
Grandchildren come for free, so
That's true.
you're asking for a discount if you to bring me these things?
I am proposing that we can work together to help each other out.
You
I
don't
am-
seem well
I'm-
equipped to find these things, unless you want to get squashed. I teach my grandchildren everything I know, and she pulls out a pocket knife. It is a very fine skill, adventuring. I used to do a lot more of it in my day.
Well, loath as I am to remove your grandchildren from the dangerous lives you put them in, I am volunteering to possibly bring you even greater materials than your grandchildren can collect.
Possibly, but you'd have to actually bring me those things.
Okay, so you're saying that if you want us to bring if you
If
want,
you
we
want to
want
get
a
this
deal.
house, I would need you to
have to have
actually
it
bring me the
advanced.
food. I can't do it on a promise. Nobody is trustworthy these days.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm good with 40, but
Yeah.
Bob says 33.25. What?
I was going to go down to 200 for 5 greater healing potions.
We'll do it. We'll take it.
I'll take it.
Can you guys each update that and give 200? Mark off 200 gold collectively to make sure not one person isn't paying for it all.
Right, 40.
Okay. Yeah, 40 sounds good.
Now I see why you're supposed to do your thing in pencil or
Yeah.
on a phone app.
Makes sense.
Go, General.
By the way, you do have a bit of a time limit on this one. It's kind of a one you kind of want to be swift on, or otherwise things actually happen.
All
So
right.
we don't want to bargain with every single person we come across.
All right.
So,
No, it's in this
Mama-
kind of adventure. It's actually really well done. Stuff happens whether you do anything about it or not.
Grandmother Alicia here. Can you point us in the direction of the last of you heard? Have goblins been coming in and giving you any issues? Have they been able to? Have you been able to, make note of anything?
He hasn't been in here for quite a while. But I had a little friend named Crab. He was a goblin. He would always be able to bring me a what is it called? Where is it? Yes, he would always bring me nice crowl wings.
What's the
Yes.
Crowl?
Crowl are these hideous bug things. That's so disgusting. Ugh. And she goes in the back room. She pulls out a giant, fly wing. It's very grotesque. She's like, he brought me one of them. I don't know if he's in relation to any gangs or anything.
What was his name again?
Crabapple.
Oh, Crabapple is his name. Okay.
Crabapple is his name.
Sounds like he has a good personality.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
Crabapple. He always called me that, so I think it's my name now, but I'm not entirely
What do you
sure.
think, Hrax'i? We're gonna go look for this crab apple or what?
Yeah. What was the last time that where does he usually hang out? Do you know?
He usually gets the crowl wings by going down this one, near the sewer grates in the plaza. He always goes down those.
We going down the sewers, guys?
Looks like we have our first clue.
I actually want to ask around one more spot maybe before we just jump into the sewers, but we can. Thank you, Mama.
I mean,
Alicia.
there are lots of people. I mean, I guess I've seen goblins down in Foundry or Tin Street, but he also likes to hang out. He usually gets the crow wings from the sewers. But you could check Foundry and Tin Street if you're looking for goblins.
Perfect. Thank you. We'll start ushering everybody out the door, trying to block Milo so that if he needs to snacks on the way
Nice
out.
money. Thank you. And she walks back and she's like, "Son, we're rich." All right, so yeah, you exit. Do you want to go to a different street, or are you ready to jump into the sewers?
I think the Foundry, they said?
Well,
get rid-
Foundry Street is where the Smithian kind of place was. But if the Gang Brothers was on Tin Street, was the rival gang, I'm worried that if we go Foundry Street, that's where we're going to find Krenko's gang, or maybe parts of that.
Yeah, I agree.
Did you take notes, sir?
Yes, I wrote down everything. I learned last time.
I love it. Oh, I love it.
That's my buddy, Hrax'i.
My players never take notes. I'm always the note taker when we play.
Bob's in agreement.
Yes.
Bob's in agreement.
So
So,
we're going to sewer?
sewer.
Okay, so sewer.
Onward.
Let's check the sewers.
My tall underclad friend seems to have a desire to go down.
Yep.
All right. Do you want to go into the sewer? Do you want to hide it, or do you want to do it in plain view of all the children? I'm just kidding. You can totally do it in plain view of the children. It doesn't really matter.
At this point, let's just go. Walk proudly as we are.
It is very heavy and does not want to open very much.
Who's the strongest here? I have a strength of 11. I can't budge that thing.
I'll go down and I'll try to pull this. I'll try to pull.
It does not seem to have been used recently at all. There are two. The one that you're pulling on does not seem to be budging.
So let's go to the other. Is there another sewer grate or something?
Let's check. Yeah.
Yeah. As you look at it, there are some scrape marks that seem like somebody was pulling on it.
Yeah, let's go to the one with the scrape marks and let's try to open that one.
All right. Do you want to use somebody make a strength check for me, please, or do you want to do? Somebody can do it if somebody wants to help. You can either each roll, or you can have one person roll twice and use the higher number, which is advantage.
I look over at Bob because he's a big, tall guy, and I would say, "Hey, Bob, come help me with this."
So,
Just to be clear, when Bob bends over to pick up the sewer, I avert my eyes.
At least we're both short, so.
Each of you, I guess, make a strength check. Or how about Bob? Make strength check with advantage. Oh. I guess Bentar and Hrax'i, you might want to do a strength check.
I rolled one. 17.
tell Bentar what to roll for a strength check.
So Bentar,
my roll was 17.
Oh, so you each get 17. You know, after a little pulling, you guys each get it open.
Nice.
It is nearly sunset now.
That low to the ground leverage.
Yep.
I have dark vision. How many other people have dark vision?
Milo does not.
I think everybody has. Milo, Tosscobble, you're a halfling, yes?
Yep.
You all have dark vision, I think. Wait, do halflings have dark vision?
I don't think so.
I do. It's like 60,
how about we
right?
put-
How about we put Milo?
No,
in
yes,
the middle
halflings have dark vision, so you can all see down there. You don't need a torch or anything.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, okay. It's a light sewer. Let's go, guys.
we
Disgusting.
Well, I'm going to I'm going to jump immediately in and find some lovely shadows down there to start my hiding.
A circular maintenance shaft plunges down into the light because it's not dark just for you. An iron ladder is bolted to one side of the shaft. The pungent smell of the sewers wafts up to your nose. A faint light is visible at the bottom, illuminating refuse-filled water. There is no light sources in the shaft, there's no light source you can see in the shaft, which continues down 50 feet until it ends in a folding ladder with a dangling cord. When unfolded, the ladder reaches another 20 feet to the sewer floor. Do you want to descend? All right.
Sure.
Extend the ladder, and you stand shin deep in sewer water. In a dimly lit tunnel, there's a raised walkway on either side that gets you out of the smelly, muck-filled water. Small lamps housing magical green flames shed dim light. The walls are covered in moss and lichen.
Lichen.
So,
So Bob wants to use his
Sewer.
stealth as he proceeds forward. I think we all kind of
It's like in the sewer.
yes. I think we're all kind of just going to start walking down this sewer and see what we come across.
I'd actually like to, as we're walking by.
Yeah, every 30 feet or so on alternating sides of this 20-foot high tunnel, there are dimly lit beacons of continual flame. For those of you who have magic, you can notice that this is a continual flame spell. It is designed to keep the fire lit so it doesn't burn out or anything.
Okay. As we're going, I want to, because I'm used to being inside the mountain a lot and kind of walking through, I'm kind of walking behind maybe Bentar a little bit, and I'm taking a look at the moss and the lichen just to see if it's anything maybe I recognize.
It is not. No, this is definitely not anything you've seen before. and it's not dwarven architecture. It is definitely seems to be humans, as humans try for more extravagant. Humans try to have ambitious, incredible creations that are nothing compared to dwarven or elven architecture.
Keep on walking.
All right.
Yeah, I guess walking is what we got to do, right?
Yes. Who? Can you tell me each your passive perception, please?
My what?
Passive perception
Where would I find that?
under your ability scores.
Oh,
11.
The ceiling has more moss and lichen.
my passive wisdom perception is blank because I guess I never filled that out.
Mine is
It is 10 plus your wisdom modifier.
Mine is a 9.
Mine's is 13.
12.
We are not a wise group.
Never
11.
claimed to
Okay,
be.
so I think 13. Bentar, you notice that there seem to be some form of tracks on the mossy floor of stone. The stone, as well as some of the sewer water, rather than being pooling up and being able to tell apart the poop from the water, you can tell seems to have been rustled up and it's murky. Something's gone through here.
So we're already walking through. We already climbed down the ladder already.
Yes, you're walking through.
Right. Look, everyone. There's tracks afoot. And then I point into the direction that they're going.
I laugh at Bintar's silly pun of tracks afoot. I've never known a dwarf to be quite so clever.
Well, good thing I'm a nomad, so I've traveled around a lot.
You want to follow the tracks? Yes? Do you want?
I think can we tell what type of tracks they are, just so we know?
They seem to be similar to your foot, but they're probably goblins or another small goblinoid like kobold.
Bob wants to know if we can climb the walls at all.
They seem to be pretty sleek with moss and lichen and poop.
No. Do not touch the walls.
You can, of course, try, but it's up to you. You can always try. All right, so as you continue to follow the tracks, they end at another maintenance shaft in the ceiling of the tunnel. A cord dangles from the shaft that would probably have another folding ladder similar to the one that you used to come down.
So this is going further down?
If you go further down, there is another cord that would extend to a folding ladder that would extend up to the bolted iron ladder that you came. The one similar to the one that you came down in, it would lead up to a different part of the city, probably.
Where do the tracks go? Dude,
they stop at the ladder.
So before we touch anything, or Bob jumps up there and does some cool.
You can just pull the cord.
Can I look and see if the cord is attached to something? I'm worried.
It's attached to the ladder, like the one you used to get down.
I'm worried that if I pull it and I don't pull it the right way, something bad's gonna happen.
Go ahead and make a investigation check.
Smart man.
13.
13? It seems fine.
I'm
No way.
gonna point up the ladder and look to either my monk who floats in the air almost, or Milo, my rogue friend, and said, "Okay, it looks good. I think we can head on up."
All right, go ahead and pull the cord, I guess. The ladder unfolds, and you emerge in an alley beside an old warehouse on a canal dock near Foundry Street. The tracks continue up to the warehouse.
Looking around, do we notice anybody?
There seem to be a few people outside, out in the thing. Where is the...
Bob's communicating with us.
Is there a doorway?
Hmm?
Is
There
there
is
a
a large.
doorway?
It seems to be. It seems to lead into the big metal doors that are locked. You hear a slight clinking and tinkering inside.
I say, I look over my crew before we leave the sewers. And it's like, we definitely need to kind of watch our step because Foundry Street is maybe where Krenko's gang is. And we don't
Where is
Are there any windows or anything, any way to possibly see inside?
They seem to be boarded up. There is a back door, but it also is locked.
how many? Bob's looking at us trying to count the number of fingers and toes he's got to match up with the people that are in front of us. Are there enough people, or how many people are there that we can see? You said just a couple.
What do you mean? Say that again.
On the street, in front of the warehouse, how many people are there?
There seem to be some pretty shady people.
So do they seem like they're lookouts, or are they? Just
There is a bouncer at the tavern. There are a few. There are a few merchants.
Which way are they? Which direction are they looking?
They're just looking around. They're looking around for people to try and buy. There is a goblin who is wearing a big boiler on her backpack.
Say that, wearing a big boiler on his backpack?
Big boiler that seems to be attached to some machinery.
We got to step carefully here, my friend. What do you want to do?
I'm looking down the street. Do I see something that is away from our position, away from, like just our local, like where our grate is? Am I able to see anything like that's way far down the street that maybe would cause, if like something happened down there, that it would catch their attention?
There aren't very many people here. You could probably go to around the back and no one would notice.
Well, I'm just.
How about I think my exceptionally tall naked friend and I should perhaps scout ahead, maybe in a stealthy manner, and see if we can figure anything out that will keep us from getting,
I agree 100%.
dead.
It is nearing the
I agree
evening.
too.
I think you could probably sneak towards the front door without anyone noticing.
All of us, or just the ones?
Just the sneakies.
Go ahead, Sneaky.
All right. Well, I am going to push Bob the Feared ahead, and I will follow behind.
You are brave, Milo. Brave.
Both of you make a stealth check, or one of you make a stealth check with advantage.
Let's see. 17 for me.
16 for Bob.
17. That means, yeah, okay, so the 17, that is wonderful. You guys sneak right on. Doesn't look like anybody's noticing. You see there's some humming from inside of the building. And a bunch of tinkering sounds.
No voices, no.
Just some humming. Seems to be probably one person inside there.
I'm going to look back at my friends that are still hanging out in a sewer grate and wave them forward to tell them to come.
Alright.
And
Yeah, we're just
We follow.
looking our eyes over. Yeah, we're gonna try to follow.
The door seems to be heavy copper. There is a slide, what's it called? There is a sliding peephole, but it's closed.
And are there windows or anything on the second floor that maybe one of us could?
They're all
Up
boarded
to-
up. You could climb. It's all everything is on the table. You can always try.
All right,
Bob
so
wants to climb.
Bob wants to climb. All right, go ahead and make a strength athletics check or dexterity acrobatics. It's up to you.
22 dexterity.
Nice. All right, you ninja yourself up there.
Great verb.
There seems to be some form of skylight. Skylight you could probably peep into. You look through?
I think he does.
All right, so the flickering glow of lanterns reveals a haphazard room that is 30 feet long and 20 feet wide, packed with equipment, tools, and materials. Hanging from the wall, stuffed under tables that overflow with flasks are boxes and small crates. A workbench is piled high with tools and items. There is a small living area with a bed and a large iron stove in the back of the room. There is a human woman who is tinkering away, and she's humming to herself.
Does this look like illegal weaponry, or?
From what you've seen, there is probably it could be illegal, but it also couldn't. It might not be in this area. It probably wouldn't be considered as illegal, as it's a little bit more shady.
Okay.
But if they were to bring this to like the high, like the rich district, it might not be. They would probably get arrested for it.
Okay, I follow whatever my teammates do while I take the dog
You
out.
don't see this. Only Bob sees this.
I'm saying, when he does his next move, I just go along with everybody because I got to take the dog out.
Okay.
Well,
Bob said
Bob
he's
is-
gonna come back
yeah.
down, yeah.
Bob has climbed back down and silently communicated to us as well as he could what he has seen.
All right.
I'll look over at Milo. It's like, Milo, do you think you could? Are you able to maybe pick this lock without like pulling anybody's attention? If I can distract the guards.
I feel
There are no guards. There are no guards you can see.
Oh, I thought you said that there were people at the doorway. Like a,
What? No, there's just one woman inside.
okay. So I think
There is a peephole though, but there's not people. There's a peephole.
so. If me and Bentar kind of like block your the vision for people that are kind of potentially looking around, do you think you can crack this door open without her noticing?
I was amazed you even have to ask.
If McClucken was here, he could play a little song for them and distract them, but you know.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna send him down the middle of the street. We're gonna send McClucken down the middle of the street with his trying to play a tune, and as it's kind of distracting everybody, me and Bentar are gonna kind of just stand as tall as we can, all 4 feet of us.
Just put our beards up.
Yep. Hold them up, and then we're gonna have Milo kind of slide behind us and try to open the door, maybe.
The one bouncer that's left at the tavern is like, I love bouncing on to me. You guys, all right, then Milo, please make a dexterity sleight of hand check.
1 second. That is a 16.
A 16, all right. You crack it. And the lock clicks open.
I will crack open the door just a little bit and see if the woman is she paying attention to the door or is she facing away from the door?
She's facing away from the door, sitting on the bench. There seems to be something cooking on the stove. But as you get closer, you feel like somebody else is there, or some other people are there, but you're not sure.
Is there somewhere I can sneak in without being seen?
You could probably hide behind some of the boxes or just lots of different equipment and mechanical parts.
Well, before the rest of my guys come in, I'm going to slip in since I've got that door open and open it as little as possible and try and find some place to hide inside.
Yeah, using some halfling stealth and dexterity, you slip behind some boxes. But then you hear, "Hey, Fallish!" And then from the rafters and the ceiling, a goblin comes down. They ain't see us, but I think one of them came in. They ain't see us from above, but I think one of them came in. Not sure. What? Oh, no, it's too dark.
So there's 2 goblins that have descended from the rafters?
Only one. If you
Okay.
want to look up, you see that there are several more.
Ah. Well, I am going to stay in my little hidey spot and wait for my compadres to figure out what they're doing outside.
So we're gonna, I think, since we didn't hear anything from Milo outside,
She immediately starts packing up her equipment.
we hear the hustle and bustle. I think I'm gonna try to slip in right behind Milo.
Milo, can you make a perception check for me?
Yeah. You mean fail one? Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. That's a 2.
All right. You roll a 2, and yeah, no. Do you want to continue forward, or do you want to do anything? Or are you just gonna stay there?
I'm going to stay hidden as to the best of my abilities.
The other goblins of the rafters start looking around, and they seem to be drawing their weapons.
So I'm gonna come in so that they think that I was the one who opened the door, and I'm gonna walk in, and it's like, "Hey!" Try to get everybody's attention.
You get all the people's attention. Walk in.
I'm gonna walk in through the door. It's like, "Hey, the door was open."
You're like, "Hey, who are you? Get out of here!" And then he draws his crossbow, and it seems to be mechanical. Combat has not started yet.
One of the things that I did manage to perceive is that my tall naked friend has sidled himself up next to me in a lovely hidey spot.
So Milo sneaks in. I'm going to cover Bob the Feared sneaks in behind Hrax'i as Hrax'i walks up and is like, "Hello, is the door open?" And then he's like, "Get out of here! You're not supposed to be here!" And he walks towards you with his crossbow.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! And as I'm saying, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!"
This is private property.
It's like,
Get your butt out of here.
"Whoa, whoa, whoa! We're looking for something. We're looking for somebody."
What you looking for? Well, what we're doing is none of your business.
Like, well, hold on a second. My friend Bentar here. He's got the name. I'm just here with him to kind of help him out. And I turn my head just turn slightly to where I can still see everybody. And it's like, Bentar, come inside. And I kind of give him the old the nudge as he's coming in. Hopefully he brings his weapon.
Then I walk
So
in.
do you want to initiate combat then?
No, we're just trying to, it's like, hey, Bentar's got the info.
I have returned from my side venture.
Relax.
What info you talking about?
He's got the names. He's got everybody's names and stuff that we're looking for. We're looking for a person.
So Nathaniel, where are we hidden in relationship to this goblin? Are we behind
The
him?
goblin is near the door where Hrax'i and Bentar are. You two are in the corner behind several shelves, hiding behind boxes full of flasks and discarded equipment.
Bob wants to know if he can climb up while he's hidden.
You can certainly try.
What does he have to roll?
Yeah, McClunkin is in the street playing music as a distraction.
Yeah, we forgot to tell you that.
The one tavern bouncer's like, yeah. It's a big, burly half-orc dude who's just like, yeah.
So I walk in and with my hands up, greetings, fine gentlemen, and I have all the names written down. They're in a partridge in my pocket, and I start to reach for a partridge, and try to look for the piece of paper with the names written on it as a distraction.
So you are searching for Krenko, yes? So it says,
Yes.
do you hand it to him?
No, here. Don't hand it to him.
No,
You can.
I
No.
don't know who these guys are. Don't hand it to him, but just like You're reaching for something, right?
Yeah. I'm acting like I'm looking for it for a distraction.
Make a performance check.
Okay. So how do I do that?
So that's going to be a D20 using your charisma modifier.
Okay.
Can I help him in this? Because I
Is
was
there-
like, yeah, it's
Yeah,
this
go
one right
ahead.
here.
So Bentar, go ahead and roll twice. Use the higher number.
And
Okay.
while he's doing this, is there something nearby, like a rock or something I can throw towards the other side of the room?
There's probably some glass bottles, parts, machinery.
So yeah, I want to while he's doing his performance, I'm going to try and also distract from what he's doing by making a noise on the other side, somewhere away from where he is.
Just make a performance check. So Bentar and Hrax'i, what'd you get?
I rolled a 8.
And what
Roll
did you?
twice. I didn't roll. I wanted him to roll twice since he had.
Oh yeah, Bentar, roll again, because you can use the
Okay.
higher number.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
While this is going on, I switch from my banjo to my lute to further
10.
entertain the crowd.
How much you get?
I got 10.
10.
Yeah.
Like, get out of here now! And then another goblin drops from the ceiling. Is like, yeah, get your butt out of here. At this point, Fallish has run down a secret corridor.
Oh.
Bob wants to go see if he can
Bob
follow.
wants to know if he's up in the round.
I guess but now that I don't think the goblins do not see Milo or Bob. Bob, you could probably sneak your way around. All right, so
Yeah.
you go ahead and sneak your way down to the. Go ahead and sneak your way down. You make your way down to the corridor, and she's like, ah! And she holds a strange arcane piece of brass contraption and fires a blast at you. What is your AC?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm
He's naked. He doesn't have any.
Let's see.
Oh, there you go.
He wants to use a key to dodge. What's KI?
Yeah.
Key.
Oh,
Key point, like key. Like your key.
Yeah.
Like as a monk, he is a legit
Oh, God.
Z character. Like
Yeah, like think
Airbender.
dragon.
Benders it around.
I have to let you know that we watched Drunken Master 2 last weekend after
Oh,
we finished our
yeah.
character.
Awesome.
That's exactly how it is in D&D.
At first, Nathaniel was a little confused because he's not familiar with the whole genre of like badly dubbed kung fu, but
It's
boy,
so
we got
awesome.
into it at the end.
Yes, so she fires her blast, and a large blast of flame comes straight towards you. Please make a dexterity saving throw.
oh Bob.
get your monk on.
Oh, no.
He critically failed.
Fire erupts from the hidden corridor, and you got a 9.
Uh-oh.
And you take 5 fire damage.
It's not the damage, it's the location.
As this big blaster with there are like 2 orbs that are blasting electricity towards each other, and then fire coming out of a tube in the front.
That's kind of
Intense.
yeah.
Poor Bob.
All right, we're gonna
Bob
start
attacks.
combat. Everybody roll its initiative. I am gonna let Bob go because he gets the surprise round because it's technically surprise round.
I'm running into the building at this point.
Yeah, so Bob, go ahead and make an attack roll. Well, it's up to you totally. What do you want to do? It's your
He
turn.
said he attacks.
All right. Roll your attack roll. What'd you get? 18. That hits. She lands on the ground. Several things that she was holding fall. She's like, Roll damage.
$11.
11 damage. How do you want to do this? Oh, I haven't explained that. Oh, okay. So there's an optional rule that I use. It's been popularized by Critical Role, the YouTube Dungeons and Dragons series. It's called "How do you want to do this?" Whenever somebody deals a finishing blow, or does a lot of damage, it deals a finishing blow to a significant enemy. They get, "How do you want to do this?" And they get to describe a funny, or epic way that they defeat their enemy.
Okay, I can't type well enough to explain
But I think that would
how
be
I'm going to do
better.
it.
Well, no, this you get to describe how does Bob do
I am
it.
going to describe them with my words. But before I do that, I can use a bonus action to attack an unarmed attack. Is anyone else close enough that I can use that after I take care of her?
No.
Okay. Well, I run towards her and do sort of a flip with my short sword, and I Sonic the Hedgehog kind of and just cut right through her.
Her face slits right through, and she's, "Ugh!" And then her head is split.
Oh, good one.
No combat style, and she is lying on the ground with a bunch of stuff dropping from her body. Dropping.
Yeah.
Wow,
So-
I'm not that block anymore.
What do I see after I destroy her? I'm going to type when I can if I have to speak, but I'm just asking, what do I see
You see
when I
her,
turn and look at the
she
body?
has a large tank on her back that is connected, running a tube into her blast machine, whatever she was using to scorch you. She has a lot of equipment that she drops from her person. There's pouches,
the same?
different parts and machineries, glass, brass, kicking the bronze, all sorts of things.
Is the
I use my
the same as the goblin that was out in the street had?
No, the goblin has like a helmet and a crossbow.
I use the remaining movement I have to go back to her, and I wait till my turn again to decide what to do.
All right, so for everybody, go ahead and roll initiative.
What number die is that?
So am I automatically?
For D20,
Okay.
D20 plus your initiative, so your dexterity modifier.
So do I?
You
Am
gotta
I
roll.
first
yeah,
initiative,
I'm gonna
or
say that you're gonna no. I'm gonna say that you. Yeah, I'll let you.
that was a
know.
different round? And now,
It just went, so we're just
okay,
gonna
I
add
roll again.
whatever happened to be. That was a surprise round, so everything that happened there went first, and then we start the actual initiative.
Okay. I've got 13, 10 plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
Bob's got 15.
I got 9.
22.
13
Ooh,
max.
nice.
Oh, I accidentally pressed enter. Sorry. Oh, let me get this written. Google it.
Ben, sorry, you said you had 9. I had
Yeah.
I had 18. I had
Okay, so, all right, we have 4. How many? Okay, so 3, 1. So 18. Oh my god.
Ermagerd.
Okay. All right, that means we have 15 for Bob the Feared. Bob. McClunkin got a 13. What did everybody else get?
22.
I got
22 from Bentar?
Milo.
Milo, okay. All right. To Milo. Hrax'i and Bentar, what'd you get?
I got a 9.
9.
18.
18. All right. Gob. All right. We are starting. So the first one is going to be a goblin, and then this goblin is going to drop from the ceiling and is going to fire drop from the ceiling and fire his crossbow towards Bentar, because Bentar seems pretty beefy. Like, he has a lot of hit points, so he's gonna fire his crossbow.
So
help Kirk. What does he do now?
So basically, he's going to fire his crossbow. I'm going to roll an attack roll.
'cause I have a
That is
shield.
10. What is your armor class? Your AC.
I have a shield.
Yeah, what is your AC?
Yeah. Hold on.
Very top
You
middle.
add to your AC.
Oh, it's 18. Yeah, it's 18.
18. So a 10 does not hit. So he hits your armor and it just bounces off.
Yay!
Now it's going. Milo, you are still sneaking. What do you want to do? None of the goblins have noticed you.
Is there one close enough to me that I can get to him?
You can probably sneak up to the one that is the two that are either one of the two that are next to Hrax'i and Bentar.
Yeah, let's do that. I will attempt to get close enough to do some terrible things to this goblin.
All right, then make an attack roll. You can use sneak attack if you want. You are hidden.
Let's see what we got. Oh, sorry, lost my character sheet. Give me 1 sec.
Don't delete it.
Now let me see if this
Don't
works.
pull me.
That would be a 17.
That's a 17. All right. So a 17 definitely hits. Go ahead and add your sneak attack damage.
And that's a D6, right?
Yep, that's a D6.
All right, I'm getting used to this digital die roller. That's 3.
You hear that?
Dun, dun, dun. Epic battle music. Dun, 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 dun.
So the sneak attack damage was 3, and the regular damage was 9.
All right. So that's going to be 12 damage, and you one-shot him. So you just jump out of the shadows and stab him in the neck.
Oh,
Right.
Ground.
So I can. I still have another action I can do because I'm a rogue, right?
Yes.
So yeah, I am now going to attempt to hide again.
All right, so you hide back into the shadows. So you just jump out of nowhere, stab a guy, jump back into the shadows, and you disappear. All right, next up we
He's like a
have...
trapdoor spider.
Now we have another goblin. Well, this goblin is dead. This goblin is also dead. So the last goblin is going to go ahead and shoot Hrax'i. And Hrax'i is going... What did I roll? I'm sorry. Actually roll. All right, there we go. Hrax'i does a... Oh gosh, there's a 23 hit. Wait, no, 21.
Just 21? Just barely.
All right, so he's going to roll 1d8 plus 3. That is going to be, oh my god, that is 11 damage. He
Okay.
fires at you, and you get shot in the gut.
Uh-oh.
Oh
That's all right.
Hrax'i!
So now it is going to be Hrax'i, your turn. There's only one guy left.
There's only one goblin
no!
left.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
Where'd I go? I'm gonna Eldritch Blast though.
You going to kill all of them? You just murdered everybody.
Oh, no. Hold on.
Oh
You just came into this building and then massacred everyone.
Everybody.
Bintar's a skeleton now.
We gotta keep
Hey,
somebody alive.
all we did was break in. They attacked us.
We gotta keep somebody alive to at least question them. So, is the goblin close by?
The goblin is right in front of you because he was pointing a gun at you. Well, crossbow.
I'm gonna try to tackle him and knock the crossbow out of his hand. So try to hold him.
Yeah, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Not great. I want to say it's an 8. 5 plus 3. So 8.
8. An 8 does not hit.
Okay. I'm gonna stay close by. I don't think I have anything that I can cast as a bonus action. Oh, I could, but I'm not going to that. Yeah, I'm
Yep. All right, is that it?
I have a bonus action. Yep, that's it.
All right. After Hrax'i, it is going to be Bob. Bob the Feared. What do you do?
How far away is that last goblin from me?
You could probably move up to him with your movement speed.
Let's see. You know what? They got this thing. I would like to investigate, perceive, search, insight, whatever you want me to roll for this body and the materials that I'm at.
If you just want to like look through the body and grab all the stuff, 25 gold.
Take it.
25 gold. There are 3 flasks of alchemist fire. You got all that?
Yeah, 3 alchemist, 25
A
gold.
set of alchemist supplies.
3 sets of supplies?
No, just a set of one set of alchemist supplies.
Okay.
1 set of tinker's supplies. Well, it's tinker's tools.
Uh-huh.
A set of thieves' tools. Most of the components needed to assemble 2 bombs, so I would just write 2 bomb parts.
Mm-hmm.
You get a scorch bringer.
I get a what?
A scorch bringer, which is the contraption she had on her back, and the thing she flamed you with.
Okay.
I'm guessing that it brings scorches.
Yes, does.
Flame on!
Okay, 3 alchemist bottles, alchemist tools, thieves tools, 2 bomb parts, flamethrower, and 25 gold.
Is this page again? Where is she? Where is she? She is. Where's the guy? Demir, Plumage. Is it? Come on.
Coffee run.
Here we go. Okay, Scorchbringer Guard. She has a light hammer on her,
Okay.
and then an explosive tank,
Okay.
and a breastplate.
Okay.
And then some goggles. Goggles.
And what?
Goggles. That's it.
Goggles. Okay.
Yeah, some funky steampunk goggles.
That it?
Yep.
Okay.
That's it on her.
And I, in my turn, back to the fight.
All right, back to the fight. After Bob the Feared, we have McClunkin. Do you want to run in and do anything?
I already ran in earlier when I heard the noise.
Oh, yes, you're behind everybody. Do you want to do anything to the last goblin?
Yes, I want to cast Vicious Mockery.
All right. Go ahead and mock him. What do you say?
Why was I kicked out of the bar? Why was I kicked out of the bar?
That's Tasha's hideous laughter. That's the joke.
I'm telling a joke.
No, that's vicious mockery. Is you mock them. You make a.
Yeah.
I thought that was which is the one where I tell a joke.
Tasha's
Vicious,
hideous laughter. You don't have that yet, I don't think.
Oh, I had a
vicious
joke.
mockery is you tell
Insert
your
joke.
the earmuffs and let it out.
So
Vicious Mockery. You are the ugliest, dumbest, stupidest, most idiotic goblin I've ever seen. My friends destroyed all of your friends. You're lying on the floor, and they're all guts spilled everywhere. We've got your flamethrowers. You've got your goggles. You've got your gold. You are a worthless, pointless, idiotic goblin. Go home and feed your mom some milk.
Oh, that was how it went there.
What is your spell save DC?
my what?
Spell save DC. If you go to your spell sheet, one of the 3 numbers in the top bar will be your spell save DC.
Oh, 10.
Well, he fails. And he's just crying.
Can I stab him now, or does somebody else have to stab him?
I think that's an action, but you can interrogate him now.
Ooh. Yes, I interrogate him. How do I do that?
All right, so I'm going to end combat. I'm going to end combat. No more combat. You guys can go ahead and say, what do you want to do to him? Just talk to him.
So, Nathaniel, while they're interrogating him, I'm going to start wandering around the warehouse, seeing if there's anything fun.
There is some eggs cooking.
I like eggs.
They seem to be burning because they've been left on while people were
It is
fighting.
the most normal and mundane of D&D things ever. I love it.
Delicious eggs.
Fallish. Oh, where's the stuff from Fallish's workshop? Okay. So Milo, you find 25 gold.
Schlip.
Another 5 flasks of alchemist's fire.
Okay.
A vial of acid.
Ooh.
1 bomb parts.
Ooh.
And some alchemist supplies. You also find a vial of poison.
Ooh, I like poison.
And then you see there are hundreds of glass bottles in boxes.
All empty?
All empty. Maybe with traces of water or something.
So I'm going to slip the gold and the poison and the acid into my stuff, and I'm going to carry the 5 bottles of alchemist fire back to the rest of the group.
Mm-hmm. There is a frying pan.
Is it the one with the eggs in it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to take that too and proceed to eat the eggs as I carry it.
Under one of the tables is a small locked box.
Ooh.
Can I cast detect magic on the box?
Go ahead.
What do I do? Roll a 20?
Yes, D20. Well, no, detect magic is you get to detect magic. So you detect the magic of it. It is. Where is it? There is something magical inside of it. There are 4 magical items within it.
But there's no magical protection on the lock. He's not going to.
No, it is no. If you were to, you would. It's just locked. You'd have to unlock it.
Who's best to do that?
Probably Milo, because he has thieves' tools.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Milo. I will play a song to encourage you.
What?
Well, I would like to give my flamethrower thing that I found to McClunkin. I'm going to give the breastplate to Milo, as well as an extra set of thieves' tools I found. And then the 3 alchemist potions, the alchemist tools, the 2 bomb parts, light hammer, and explosive tank I give to both Hrax'i and Bentar and let them decide who gets
So
what.
you now collectively have a Scorchbringer, explosive tank, and a bunch of alchemist's fire.
Now, am I, by the way, because I'm Dragonborn, and I impervious to fire? Or
You're not impervious to it, but you are resistant to it, so you only take half damage.
so you guys don't worry about hitting me when you're going after a goblin if I'm in the way.
You can't dance in the flames.
And Milo, the breastplate gives you a armor class of 14 plus your dex modifier, maximum of +2, and it does not give disadvantage on stealth.
Yeah, so it's pretty good for us, a thief.
Ooh.
Or a rogue.
So +2.
All right, y'all are getting upgrades. You then note. So you then have a. Do you, Milo? What did you roll on the lock picking?
I didn't. I was trying to make up my mind if I was going to try and sleight of hand the box.
All right, then go ahead. If you want to unlock it, go ahead and make a sleight of hand. Sleight of hand.
This is for the unlocking?
Unlocking, yes. If you want to unlock it.
Oh, sorry. Wrong die.
While he's rolling, I put on the goggles.
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, wow.
Just goggles.
I think that box opened itself up for him.
You just poke your little lockpick in, and then it opens. Springs open immediately. And then you find 200 gold.
Jesus, that's not a small box.
It is actually really, it's really small. There's a lot of stacks of gold coins. Three pieces of sky steel and an ever-smoking bottle.
An ever-smoking bottle, you say?
Very cancerous.
You actually don't know what it is. You just see a glass bottle that has smoke coming. That's smoking inside of itself.
Was that the item that was magical, or
the 3 magical things were the sky steel and the ever smoking in the bottle? So you'd know it as a bottle that's magic.
What is sky steel? Can you explain that to the uninitiated? Get it? I've got initiative.
So a sky steel is a rare and expensive magical metal. Similar, it is used to create adamantine, which is D&D's discount adamantium, and
it's like Beskar.
and it's basically it's like Beskar, adamantium, vibranium, that whole thing.
Gotcha.
All right, I'm going to try and see if I can sneak one of the pieces of sky steel out without anyone else seeing me before they know it's there.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Can I match his sleight of hand to see if I notice?
What is your perception?
My perception, I have a +3.
Passive perception, my bad.
I got a 17.
You got a 17. What's your passive? Everybody, what's your passive perception? You guys, no, his 17 is way higher than your passive perception. No, he sneaks it out. McClunkin, you would notice that there are only 3 magical things now, though.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm chaotic good, so I think I just kind of let it go because I don't think there's any ill will, and it's kind of just, it's not a direct mean thing, so I'm just going to let it go.
Yo, man, it's just a rogue being a rogue.
Yeah, so
I'm pretty. We're used to Milo.
How do you disperse the alchemist's fire and then the smoking bottle?
I throw everything into the group. People can do whatever they want. I just pocket the.
Can I?
All right, then let me go ahead.
What does the alchemist fire do? Do we know that?
All right, so D&D alchemist's fire. Let me find the official description for it because it's complicated. This sticky adhesive fluid ignites when exposed to air. As an action, you can throw this flask up to 20 feet, shattering it on impact. Make a ranged attack against a creature or object, treating the alchemist's fire as an improvised weapon. On a hit, the target takes 1d4 fire damage at the start of each of its turns. A creature can end this damage by using its action to make a DC 10 dexterity check to extinguish the flames.
Okay. Is there anything in the room, like, I know we've got flame scorchers and is there any way we can melt this sky steel into like a shield or something?
You would need to go to a blacksmith. It is very hard to use.
Okay, you know, because you said it's like Beskar, I'm thinking of the armorer and trying to...
No, that is exactly right, but there's nothing in here that would do that. You would have to go to a blacksmith or an armorer.
Okay, so I'm happy holding on to the sky steel. Somebody want to pick up the smoking thing that Milo tossed?
Now the smoking theme, it seems that there is smoke billowing out of it, but it's plugged. There's a little stopper.
Does the smoke smell like
It
poison?
smells slightly sulfuric, from what you can get. It doesn't seem poisonous.
Okay, I'll take it then.
All right.
All right. So in your equipment, put ever smoking bottle.
Ever smoking bottle. All right.
So yeah, and who wants? And I guess there are 8. There should be 8. So just divvy up the alchemist fire how you want. You probably give McClunkin, Hrax'i, Milo, and Bentar, or no, except for Bentar, probably give them to everyone but Bentar because Bentar's got his tank stuff. That would defeat the purpose of his
So
shield.
we've got 2 alchemist fire each?
Yes, 2 alchemist fire each.
Okay.
And you can use this to like stick fire to people.
Hey, sorry to go backwards, but can you explain that breastplate to me again? I wasn't ready for it when...
Breastplate, so it's a really nice piece of armor. It's actually pretty expensive because it is lightweight enough that it doesn't give you disadvantage, but it has a very high armor class.
Which was 14, is that right?
It is 14 plus your dexterity modifier, and
Right.
plus 2 if you have a shield, but you don't because you're a rogue. I don't think so.
Indeed, I do not.
Yes. All right. All right. So you still have a crying goblin there.
While everybody is kind of going through, I've got the goblin tied up, and I'm wanting to question the goblin. First of all, sorry about the intrusion. We do not need to come here.
Killing your friend.
I'm worthless.
Calm down. You help us here. We're not going to kill you. Nothing that's going to happen to you. Just relax. Take a second here. We just have a few questions. You answer them truthfully. We'll take you over to old mama. We'll have a job for you.
I do not touch what you're saying.
Hear me? Any better?
Yeah.
Okay. I was telling the goblin that if you tell us truthfully, we'll take care of you. We'll get to old grandmother Alicia over here, and she works at this apothecary, and she'll have jobs for you. Okay? You just gotta be truthful. You gotta be honest. So I look at the guys, and they're all kind of still going over or starting to walk over, and I was like, okay, the goblin here. What's your name, little guy?
Wriggle Bob.
Okay,
Wriggle Bog.
Old Riggs here. Riggs here is gonna help us out, and but we're not gonna hurt him. We're not gonna do anything bad to him. He's already upset. So Riggs here. First of all, what were you doing here? What was this place all about?
We were protecting the Mrs. Fallish. She's part of a guild of our artificers, and she was hired by our boss to make some stuff, and she was making some weapons for us.
Who is your boss?
Oh, he's the boss, Mr. Krenko.
Aha.
Okay.
I say aha.
Have you seen him recently? You seen Boss today?
No, actually, I was trying to help out. He wanted me to he didn't tell me to. He told my advisor to tell me to gather up a couple of us and protect Fallish as she worked on the equipment.
Okay. So knowing this, we're gonna make sure that you go somewhere where Krenko can't get you because you didn't really do your job. So we want to make sure that we don't want to tell Krenko this again. Right?
Oh, I'm not scared of Krenko. I'm scared of the some dragon and some dwarf had a really weird relationship, and that came out, and he's freaking me out. He said mean things to me.
Hey, it's okay. I just wanted to let you know we got more where that came from, but I don't want to mock you any further. If you can just help us out, all we want is Krenko's location, and then we'll leave you be. We'll get you employed with the apothecary. We'll get you protected. You don't have to fear any more mockery from me. You're fine. Can you just tell us?
He has a hideout, an old artificers guild. They made a little thing in the sewers. It was abandoned a while back, but it was pretty useful. So we kind of just used it.
Whereabouts in the sewers would we go?
Well, if you go to the canal, I think it's actually just outside. If you go into one of the sewage pipes, if you go down there for a while, it's a bit tough to get in there. But as a goblin, I can like slide up through it. But you might not be able to. But if you can get in there, there's a door, and it leads into it's the hideout. I think.
If we extend you our protection, would you come with us and show us?
I don't need protection. I just need him not to mock me.
I promise I won't mock you any further if you come with us and help us get to this secret place in the sewer.
Okay.
I want to walk in front of him. And by the way, Bob the Feared is 6'4", so I walk in front of him with my hands like this, all silent. Then I bend down,
naked,
give out my hand for him to take my hand. And I'm gonna treat him like a child, and we walk together through the sewer.
So it is around nighttime. You are all very tired. You can continue on the adventure, or you can get you have exhaustion, or you can go ahead and take a rest.
What if we just all drink our potions? Could we just continue straight on? Would that do the same thing?
No, that would only give you your hit points back, which is like your wounds and stuff. You're still tired.
Okay, so we should go rest at a tavern.
You can probably rest at the tavern. You can, if you really want, you can take a short rest and get some dinner, or you can take a full night's rest to get healed entirely without having to use your hit dice.
Meanwhile, the large naked monk has a goblin in his hand, and we're going to go into a tavern to rest. This is awesome.
I say we stay actually looking around.
Because there is a bed. There's only one bed.
Well, I say we all have our packs. We have bedrolls and stuff. I say we fortify this warehouse. Stay here. We all have a little bit of food on ourselves on our packs. I say we lock everything up nice and tight, and we stay here. That way we're not out and about with a goblin that could,
draw some unnecessary attention.
Right.
And you guys already know that because I'm a wood elf, I don't have to sleep. I just need some meditation. So I'm sitting Indian style, staring at the door with the goblin in my lap as you guys sleep, and I'm just meditating.
Who has the flamethrower?
So the goblin is in your naked lap?
That's what I was.
Yes.
That's what I heard. That's how I heard.
I have a loincloth on. That way he doesn't get any ideas.
Okay. Who has the flamethrower?
You. I gave it to you.
Okay. I'm going to sleep facing the secret passageway that the woman ran down, just in case somebody comes up that way. I will just have the flamethrower at the ready.
Do you guys want to get rid of the bodies? Everyone just went silent.
You know,
As
because
everybody's,
I didn't even
it's
consider
the
that. That's
level
why.
of realism that you bring to it that I don't want to throw them out. Can we burn them?
nope, I don't even
Probably
want to burn them.
could burn them. It would
Just
smell.
pile them in the corner.
Yep, I want to stack them up. Look
Can we put them in
over.
the crates?
Cover them with a
Doesn't mean
blanket or
I'm gonna say we should pull them all together.
did
Look over the other ones that we didn't see, that maybe we didn't look over, right? Kind of check for
Yeah.
anything of interest as we're doing this, and stack them over in the corner. And we're going to burn them as we're leaving.
Okay, so you have a very stinky night's rest.
That's okay.
did we ever explore the passage that the chick was running down? Where was she going?
It's just a passage. You could go down there, but in the morning. So you wake up in the morning, and noonday too. All right. So you wake up. It smells like death, and
We're used to it.
yeah, you have all your hit points back.
So we're gonna go
I
get our
love
little.
the smell of death in the morning. It smells like napalm.
we're gonna
You
get
want to
rid
go
of
ahead
these-
and burn the bodies?
Oh, before we do that, we're gonna make sure Bob and Riggs the Goblin are okay, and then we're gonna sneak. I'd say we sneak out the back.
I
Or do you want
think
to go down the corridor, or do you want to go the back door?
Well, I want to go down the corridor to see what's down there.
yeah, we should explore the corridor now. I need to get a tissue.
Okay, so the way to go there are two ways. We can go down the corridor, or we can take a walk on the beach, the canal. It's not a beach anymore. It's just filled with trash and poop.
I want to go down the corridor.
Okay,
What about everybody else?
Yeah, I agree. Let's go down the
All right.
corridor.
As I'm holding his hand, I just silently stare at him for a few moments.
Yeah,
And
what if
then
the
walk
goblin
towards
does
the
the goblin know anything about the
and eye contact.
Does the goblin know anything about the corridor? I'd nudge him.
Yeah, there's another way to get to the hideout is down this corridor. This is how we get to this place. We use is like a little like a like a peephole, like a whack-a-mole thing, and like we just pop up on the other side, and.
Okay, so I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna tell. I'm gonna look towards Milo, who I know is super sneaky. I was like, "Hey, Milo, will you lead the way so that just in case we don't get like attract unwanted attention?"
So you're gonna send the smallest thing here in first?
Yep.
We're gonna have a scout. Is all we're gonna have.
That's fine. I consider scouting an opportunity to peruse what's there before y'all see anything.
It is a dirt tunnel. There is there are unlit lamps. There are unlit lamps. You can continue down the corridor. It is just a dirt passageway. You would have to travel in single file. The dwarfs and halflings and dragon, you can probably get through it pretty easily.
Bob's got a duck.
Bob's got a duck. And a goblin. A duck and a goblin.
That's funny. So, as you travel through, you eventually, you hear large explosions. It's a long passageway, and it travels for nearly a mile, it seems. But after about a mile, you hear large explosions. Boom, boom. It's you can tell it's around noon, but there are these large explosions.
Oh no, I think yeah, that's the Shatter Gang brothers. They're called the Shatter Gang brothers because they shatter things. So they're probably trying to get information on him too.
So it looks
This
like another
isn't
fight.
good. We have a problem.
So with that, so I'm picturing our walking order is Milo's up front. I'm right behind him. Bob and the goblin are right here behind me. McClunkin and Bentar. Bentar's kind of pulling up the rear because he's got the flamethrower just in case. I'm gonna ask the goblin since he's just right behind me. It's like the Shatter Gang brothers. Are they trying to attack your hideout or what's going on?
They don't know about the hideout, but I think they're trying to find Krenko.
Okay. So how can we get to Krenko? How can we get to the hideout without, attracting too much attention?
Well, we can just go down this tunnel.
Okay.
It's really easy.
Stay right here with Bob. He's gonna hold your hand. He's gonna make sure nothing happens to you, and we'll just keep on going.
Do we still have a naked goblin or a goblin and a naked man?
Yeah, they're still holding hands.
Okay. And we're headed towards the sewer, or
We're gonna keep going straight down the corridor.
We're gonna
Okay.
go down the sneaky corridor. You're in the back with Bentar, making sure we don't get murked from behind.
I
Thank you.
passed you back your flamethrower.
There's about another mile of travel.
Let's go try to be sneaky.
Okay, then that's going to be a bit shorter. It's going to take a little longer, but you can just travel sneakily.
Yeah, definitely. We don't want anybody kind of getting close to us. Let's keep going.
Yeah, so you keep on going. And then in front of you, you feel there is a large glow on the ground.
we feel a glow or we see a glow?
A glow of an arcane symbol on the ground. And then, where's my trash can?
Where's my trash can?
Okay, and then in front of you, a glyph of warding goes off.
Uh-oh.
Can I roll for perception to see if I can
Sure,
figure
go
out-
ahead.
Can you explain the glyph of warding while he's rolling?
So basically, there is a large symbol on the ground, and it is a trap. If you touch this glyph, it goes boom.
I rolled a 4, so I don't detect nothing, even with my bonus.
Yeah. All of you walk right onto it without noticing it, and you need to make a
Saving throw?
yes, you need to make a saving throw, a dexterity saving throw.
So that means
All
you're
of you. So roll a d20 and add your dexterity modifier. And if you have a bonus,
Would mine count for the goblin as well?
yes, go ahead.
With the roll and then what else? Plus what?
Mm-hmm.
your dexterity modifier, your little plus number underneath dexterity.
Yeah.
If you have proficiency in it, so I think Rogue and Monk, you two have it, so that you would add your proficiency bonus too.
Bob
I got
rolled
a
better than I did.
16 plus.
I put it in a private chat. I rolled an 11.
I got 19.
What do you
You
want?
saved. If you rolled a 10 or higher, you saved.
Oh, yeah, I'm safe.
And you only take 2d8, 5. You take 7 fire damage each if you failed. If you succeeded, you took 7 fire damage.
Oh.
Even though I've got fire protection,
Then you take half of 7.
plus 1, so 4, like round up,
Yeah, round down, I think.
round down. Okay,
You know,
so
it has
3.
you round down.
Where do I subtract that from?
So the
Oh.
number, so you take it out of your so you write in your current hit points, you write your hit point maximum minus the damage you took. That's
Okay.
right.
So 17 minus 7. Oh, wow, 10. Okay.
Does that kill
10 or
the
higher,
goblin, or is he still alive?
The goblin, you succeeded, right? You got a 21, so you jump out of the way immediately and swing him up, and he just flung to the back.
Good job, Bob.
Nice.
Glad you're around, Bob.
All right. After about half a mile more,
You eventually reach a large, soot-stained wooden building with a faded symbol of the Artificers Guild. It sits at the edge of a canal, which is in the sewers, so a sewer canal. Its timbers cracked and singed. A closed bay door faces north toward the water, and a wooden track runs from the building all the way to the edge of the sewer. So there's a wooden plank board that you can walk over. So, what do you wish to do? This is it. You used to store equipment for the Artificers Guild, but then they abandoned it.
Is that plank of wood stable?
It seems enough for one person at a time. It seems to be designed for goblins, so.
Okay.
Where does it lead?
It leads into a large circular vault-like door, stained with wood stained with a faded
And that's where the symbol is.
Artificers Guild.
Can I cast Detect Magic on that door?
Go ahead.
What do I roll? 20?
Detect Magic is spell or cantrip.
My Detect Magic is a spell.
Do you have enough spell slots? Have you used all the spell slots?
I haven't used any spell slots yet because Vicious Mockery was a cantrip.
Okay, then I think you should be good.
Okay.
Then
So then I mark off that I use. Go ahead.
Oh, you used Detect Magic twice, so mark off 2 spell slots.
Well, one of
Okay.
them was yesterday, wasn't it? One of them was the.
Oh yeah, no, you get your spell. Never mind. So you mark off 1.
Okay. By the way, I did actually have Tasha's Hideous Laughter as one of my spells.
Oh, then you could have used that one.
Oh,
I'll save my joke for next time. Okay, so do I roll for Detect Magic or it just works?
It just works.
Is there magic on that door?
There's probably magical devices within the building.
Okay. But nothing like dangerous about the door that I could detect?
No.
All right.
Seems safe.
I walked across the plank.
A goblin walks up to the door. A goblin, not Riggs. He opens a sliding peephole and is like, "Who are you, Riggs? What are you doing there?" He was mean to me. He spoke very mean. The boss is gonna kill you. Get. Can we have him for a minute? No.
But nobody's going to kill anybody here, and Riggs is going to be okay. We just want some information.
Oh, they can kill me. I just don't want to be mocked again.
Nobody will mock you. Nobody will mock.
At him. Jimmy!
Uh-oh.
Jimmy! 1 second.
Oh no, you can't trust a goblin named Jimmy.
The whole day I've been trying to avoid anybody named Jimmy. This is
God.
bad.
What is it, Wacko? And it's another goblin who looks pretty beefy, muscly. Yeah, what is
And
it?
Paul.
Yeah. What? Okay.
I thought we were going to
He's like,
take this a little differently.
Riggs, what are you doing there? Get in here. He opens the door and he's like, get here. And he tries to grab him. No. Yeah, 1 second. I'm gonna shut the door. Hey, Argo!
Is he calling for backup?
And he's like, ugh, what do you need? He's holding a stick. He's like, what do you need?
What's
This
out of
guy.
curiosity, what's the alignment of goblins?
What?
What's the alignment of goblins?
Neutral evil.
So we can't hold their friend hostage against their good intentions. That's what I thought.
But we said that we were going to try to help.
This guy's
those
been
guys
mocked.
out, so.
So, no, vicious mocked. So, magic. Oh. Okay. How long?
And if you don't want the same thing to happen to you,
How long have you had him like that?
long enough that we know everything. Tell us where Krenko is.
How long have you took our friend? It's not really my friend. I'll let him die. How long have you had him? How long have you had him?
Long enough.
We sent him
Like our
right?
friend has said, we've had him long enough to get plenty of information.
No, I'm just thinking. If it's been like a day, that spell should have ended by now. So he just walks out of the door and slaps him. Come on, we're going. And then he's like, hey, let go of me, naked man. You're naked. Ah.
I immediately. There's like a crevice. You said.
I was gonna say, throw him in the pit.
Like a peephole.
No. We crossed over.
On
A
the wooden plank.
Wooden plank.
Yeah, and what is underneath the plate? Like a crevice?
It's running sewer water.
I throw him in the sewer water.
Wait, do you throw Riggs?
Yeah, the one who just.
You just throw Riggs into the sewer water. It's like,
Goodbye.
he's dead. Well,
And that-
bye.
As that's happening, I'm backing up behind Bentar.
No, they just shut the door.
You know what?
And then they come back and they're like, "Who are you?"
Flamethrower.
Yeah, I'm ready for McClunkin. Who's got the flamethrower?
I take the flamethrower, I aim it at the peephole, and I go right for their faces.
No. And then you flame the door open. Bang.
All right. Direct action sometimes.
Perfect.
So who's stepping in first? Remember, I'm in the back.
Yeah, no, they all. Yeah, they. You know, all three of them are burned, and they are. No, they're. What's? Can you roll the damage on that? Dang it! What's the damage on that? The damage is like
For flamethrower.
it's a Scorchbringer. The Scorchbringer's damage. 2d6 fire damage. Roll 2d6, please.
Hold on a second, I'm slow. 9.
They're on 1 health each.
Oh.
And they are all on the ground, scorched like. Sound the alarm! Sound the alarm! There are guys here, and they just burnt us.
I as the monk, just walk up and immediately I want to Chuck Norris kick the first one, and then I roundhouse kick the next one with my bonus action, and then I motion for the guys to try and capture the one before he sounds the alarm. If I may, can I roll?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you just do that. Real cool, guys.
Okay. First one is an 11. Does that hit?
The first one is an 11, and that hits.
Okay. And the second one would be 15 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. So the first one would be 9 damage. And the second one would be 5 damage.
They are all dead.
Oh, wait a
So you
second.
just got burned to death.
I did that wrong, but you said they were all 1 hit point, so I still would have got them.
Rule of cool applies. So you just punch, and then you just slam their skulls into the ground and walls. A bunch more are like, oh no, no, oh god, guys, there's a bunch of people here. What? Oh no, this isn't good. Let me find this. Oh, and there are 4 more, and they're like, dang you! And we're gonna get into combat.
How many goblins?
There are 4 more.
All right.
Total of 5 then?
No, because we killed everybody else.
I only downed 2. There were 3.
I'll just rule of cool applies. They're all dead. It's easier that way.
Okay. So 4 new ones.
4
Who
new
goes first?
ones. 9.
I rolled a 24 for initiative.
Okay, so 2-4 is, let me see, 24 for Bob.
Okay. So I need to roll an initiative. What
Everybody roll
die?
initiative.
What die is that?
That
20.
is your D20.
All right, cool. I am rolling. I got a 10.
Plus your initiative.
What's your initiative?
Oh, hold on. Plus initiative.
Should just be your dex modifier.
Okay. Oh, 13.
Is that good, Nathaniel?
No, what I did is I'm such a wimp on this. I did the 6 ounce, and then I dumped half of it out, and then I did the 8 ounce, and then filled the rest with milk.
Okay.
Hot
So
chocolate.
Nathaniel is venturing away from hot chocolate into mocha, but he's finding coffee too strong and bitter, so he's doing like a 90-10 chocolate to coffee ratio with a lot of milk.
Gotcha.
I don't drink coffee, period.
Yeah.
Oh. I can drink. I can drink wine.
Okay, so
I live
24,
we are
13.
missing
13.
everybody roll an initiative.
13.
13.
That's
I-
the D20 plus my modifier.
It is D20 plus your dexterity
Why
modifier.
don't we all type in what we get in the private chat so we have a clear record of who's got what?
Gotcha.
Oh, I have a note. I have notes. I have
So
a
that'll
note.
help you.
Yeah, McClunkin, Hrax'i, and Bentar is 13. McClunkin is 18. 18.
Oh, I didn't see it on my chat. It shows on the right hand side. I thought I hadn't tied it. How did Bob get 4? He's rolling like crazy.
I rolled a 19 and my initiative's 5.
And then Hrax'i, what about you?
The 13.
It's all in the private chat, Nathaniel.
All right.
Yeah, 13.
Okay, so we have Goblin. Okay, Bob, you gotta go first.
How far are they from me?
They're all decently. You could probably move up to them.
But how far are they from me?
5 to 10 feet each. Maybe
5
20.
feet.
So,
Okay.
so did I miss goblins entering? Are there more goblins
Yeah,
now?
we killed 2.
Yeah. I mean, are you in
After I
check
came road, and then Bob.
Well, apparently I killed one, and then I killed one so dead it killed the third one, and then 4 appeared.
Oh, okay, perfect. All right,
Well, they called
gotcha.
for more. They called for reinforcements.
So I will attack with my short sword for the first one, the closest one near me.
Yeah, all right.
That'll be a 13 to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay. And then I will be using a key point to make 2 unarmed attacks. Let me go ahead and roll for hit on those. That's going to be a over 20 to hit. And the second one will be 20 to hit, dirty 20. So I assume all my stuff hits. So the short sword does 7 points of damage. And then I do some fancy kicking work for the unarmed attacks. And my first one's going to be at the same guy that I just did with the sword. And that's going to be a 8 damage. And then I will kick another goblin that's near him
So you
with
did a
the last one. And that will be a 9 to hit. Or not to hit, 9 damage.
All right, so a large gash on his chest, and then you kick his face to the side, and then you kick the other one, and you kick the other one right in the gut as he slams into the wall.
And then that.
So one of them is
Well,
going
my
to
turn.
get back up and try and stab you with his dagger. He does a 2, and then he trips and misses. It is going to be McClunkin, your turn.
All right, I'm going to take out my longsword and try to lop the head off of the closest one.
I think I got skipped, by the way.
No, you didn't.
I had 18. Oh, no, he had 21.
He had 21. He's next.
I thought you said 13.
No,
No.
that was Hrax'i. Milo, if you look in the private chat, Nathaniel, Milo is 21. I have 18.
Oh, yeah, my bad. My bad.
So it happens, no problem.
Yeah, it's all good.
So I didn't kill anyone, but I've damaged 2, and there's another 2 that are undamaged, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So, Milo, go ahead. You go first.
So what kind of room is this? What does the room look like?
It is a large warehouse. There are boxes and crates aloft everywhere.
There's
There's a large tarp covering something in the very back.
I'm going to make my way to the tarp
All right.
as stealthily as possible.
Okay, go ahead. So you're gonna move your. You're gonna take all your movement up, and then you have an action and bonus action and reaction. What do you want to do?
Am I at the tarp?
You are at the tarp. Yes.
I am going to peek under the tarp.
Okay. Yep. So you pull the tarp open. Surprise! And then it is Krenko, and he is going to slam attack you with a surprise attack. Oh my god, that is a natural 20.
Hiding under a tarp?
Under the tarp, hiding under the tarp,
surprise.
in a large mechanical loading rig.
Nathaniel, question for reference. If someone goes down, can we use an action to pour health potion down their throat?
Yes, you can force feed them health juice.
Okay.
Yes. So then next is he is going to do a smash. And then is going to smash him once, and then since he gets a multi-attack, he's going to do it again. That is a 11. Does an 11 hit Milo? Nope. Okay. So that's going to
welcome for the
plus 4. 5 damage, Milo.
Okay.
5 bludgeoning damage. Surprise, everybody! I'm here! Yeah! And then we're starting the battle music.
Wait, who just said surprise? I'm here.
Krenko.
Krenko is here.
Yeah, I was him up on the tarp.
I found him under a tarp.
Holy cow! Okay, I had no idea.
The large mechanical loading rig smacked Milo. All right, and now we're going to move back down to. Now it's going to be McClunkin again.
All right. So there's four goblins plus Krenko. Are any of the goblins dead, or are they still hanging on?
They are still hanging on.
All right. So I'm actually going to.
Damaged.
What's that?
2 are damaged and are one shot.
I'm going to use my long sword, and I'm going to reach past the 2 damaged ones, and I'm going to try to go for one of the healthy goblins with a long overhead swing of my long sword. What do I roll? That's a 20?
Yeah, D20.
And I roll. Can I roll again? I got a 2.
No, you don't have advantage. You didn't have advantage. So you miss. You swing and then you hit the side of the wall.
Sorry.
You do you have a bonus action you want to use, or do you want to move anywhere?
Where do I find my bonus actions?
They are bonus actions in your abilities. They might be a bonus action. Some of your spells are bonus actions.
How does it? How do I distinguish a bonus action just from like I can do any of the things I have, or is there?
It says you can use it as a bonus action.
Can get out of the way be a bonus action?
No, unless you spend a key point and you're a monk.
What spell?
He wants to disengage, but he doesn't have an action.
No, what spells do you have? They might be.
Yeah, some are actions.
Ooh. Can I use disguise self?
It would kind of be weird, but I can check.
It's one action.
I'm trying to hide myself. Or how about minor illusion? That's a cantrip. Can I use that?
It would be really weird because it would be pretty obvious it's you, so he can see you doing it.
It's also an action.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna stand tall and wait for one of these guys to hit me, and I'll see what happens. I'm not afraid.
All right, next one. Next up is Hrax'i.
What's the room look like? Krenko just jumped on Milo.
Yes. Give him a good smack.
And then within like a 15-foot radius from Krenko, are the other goblins sitting around there?
They are about 15 feet from him.
15 feet from him. The other goblins, the other 2 or 3 goblins.
Also, the 4 goblins are within 10 to 15 feet of you, as well as 15 feet away from Krenko.
Is there a space where I can slide into between Krenko and the other goblins?
Yes.
Okay. Bonus action, I would like to cast. Just to clarify something with you, because I was first time playing a spellcaster. If I cast a concentration spell, I can still cast another spell if it's not a concentration, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, bonus action, I'm going to Hex Krenko.
Uh-huh.
So, until the spell ends, I deal an extra 1d6 to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I get to choose an ability. The target has disadvantage on ability checks with that chosen ability. You said that he was in some kind of big mechanical, machine kind of deal. I'm going to say strength checks then. So
it does not affect it. You go ahead and cast as a hex, and then it doesn't work.
Hex doesn't work on Krenko, or it doesn't work on...
It does not work on the machine.
Well, I'm casting this on Krenko.
Oh, if you cast it on Krenko, Krenko does not isn't even attacking.
Right, but I'm gonna slide in between all these guys as a bonus action. I'm casting Hex on Krenko.
Mm-hmm.
And then as my action, okay. As my action, I'm gonna cast Arms of Hadar.
Ooh.
Because I'm slid in between all of the guys, they're all within a 10-foot radius of me.
Yep.
And they have to make a strength save. On a fail, they take 2d6. On a success, they take half.
All right. So strength save?
Yep. For Krenko and all of the goblins.
Ooh.
Would that not affect me as well, since I'm right there?
Fit.
Yes. All creatures. So yes, that includes you.
So what do I roll?
It's a D20 save.
I know the die. What's the save?
Strength.
Strength.
Well, everybody but so Krenko is the only one who fails.
So Krenko fails.
Yes.
Okay. Bob was a success, so he's only taking half of this. So I deal 4 damage with Arms of Hadar.
What about Krenko?
And then Krenko takes... You said he failed or he succeeded?
Yeah, he failed.
So everybody takes 4. If they succeeded, they take 2. They only take half.
Okay, so he takes 4 damage.
And then he takes an extra d6 because he's hexed, correct?
Yeah, yes.
So he
is just... so the arms stretch out and grab him, and he's like, ah, what? And he starts bleeding.
So he takes an extra 5. Krenko takes an extra 5 from the hex.
Mm-hmm.
The goblins that failed take 4.
2 are dead.
Bob takes 2.
Yeah, so 2 of them are now dead. There are 2 more that are still standing.
I did a lot. I'm done.
Nice. I think that was pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Krenko's injured, and we got 2 goblins left. And whose turn is it? Bentar?
I think it's my turn.
Now it is the goblin. Well, that guy's dead. That guy is dead. Now it is Krenko's turn. So Krenko is going to take another step towards Milo, and is going to make another. So Krenko had a surprise round.
Oh, that's right.
And is now going to have his actual turn. Is going to slam Milo twice again. Does a loading ring. Does a 13 hit Milo? Nope. All right. That fell. Yeah. Does a 13 also? No. So he slams and he managed to roll out of the way twice.
Look at me tanking stuff.
All right, next up is going to be another goblin, and the goblin is going to try and stab McClunkin. He misses. And he's not going to multi-attack. Nope, so he slices you once and he misses. You missed him and he missed you. Bob, you gotta go.
Oh, Bentar, we missed Bentar.
Yes, we did miss Bentar. Bentar, your turn.
I have a question. How close am I to Krenko?
You are about 30 feet away from him.
Okay. With javelins, do I have a chance of throwing one at him?
Probably.
I have javelins. Okay.
Probably.
Can I try to throw a javelin at him?
You can, yeah.
Okay. How would I go about doing that?
It would be a roll attack. You would roll to hit the D20. 20 attack, add your dexterity modifier, I think, or your strength modifier.
Gotcha. All right. Rolling. Oh, 18. Nice. And then
no, my bad. Add your attack bonus, whatever you wrote down in the attack bonus for the javelins.
Okay. Let me check. Javelins.
Yeah.
I didn't write it down. Crap. How would I find that out?
So it is your strength bonus or your dexterity bonus plus efficiency bonus.
Strength is 3 plus 2 is 5. So 5 plus 18 then?
Yeah, that hits. That definitely hits. You check it out at Krenko or the rig?
At Krenko.
At Krenko, you stab him, and it stabs him in the just right, bruising his rib cage, and he gets hit. Roll damage, please. 1d6 plus something.
Okay. 1d6. Ooh, a 2. 2 plus what?
2
plus my proficiency.
Is it plus your proficiency bonus and
plus 2, so it's 4. So does that do anything?
What was the total?
It was 4. It was 4.
All right, so he is even more bloody now, as he has a javelin in his side, and he has been stretched out with otherworldly demonic arms.
Hold on a second, guys. We just got our new foster pups. My wife's calling me for help.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Puppy paws.
Wait, Daddy, wait. It is.
No.
Yeah. Whatever. We'll just skip his turn, I guess. We'll skip his turn. I think we'll skip his turn.
We already had his turn.
Oh, we already had his turn. My bad. Krenko is gonna go, and Krenko is going to try and. So Milo, you went ahead and you nimbled your way out, right?
Yep.
So you're hiding.
That would be exactly what I would be doing.
All right, so you are hiding. Krenko has not seen where you went, so Krenko is going to move towards Hrax'i after seeing him do what he did, and is going to make 2 slam attacks. Does a 12 hit? No, okay. Does a 20 hit? A 20 hits, and he's going to do a d6 plus 4, 8 bludgeoning damage.
Yikes.
Sounds good.
All right, so after Krenko's turn, it is going to be another goblin's turn, and the goblin is going to try and stab Bob in his nakedness. Stab the nakedness. And is going to roll his attack. He gets a 6. No, that's not wrong stat block. He gets a 15. No, he stabs and misses as you dodge out of the way. And then lastly, we have Bentar. Bentar.
Oh, it's my turn? Okay.
Yep.
I kind of want to throw to the javelin. How close is the other goblin that's alive right now to me?
He is within range for you to melee him.
Okay, so can I approach him to melee attack him?
Go ahead.
All right, so what do I roll?
Remember,
a D6?
but remember, you don't want to kill Krenko. You were supposed to bring him alive.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna attack the other goblin then.
All right, make an attack roll with the battle axe.
All right, so roll a D6,
No,
right? All right, rolling.
Yeah.
Plus 3, so that would be 6, right? 3 plus 2 is 5.
Okay, that's damage.
All right. So Bentar, you're gonna roll it. What'd you hit? Roll.
Oh, it was a 5.
Oh, that misses.
Oh.
All right, and then we're gonna go back up to Bob. Bob the Feared.
Okay, so if he was 30 feet away from Bentar, then he's that much or closer to me. So there's his machine and there's him, right?
Yes, he is
Okay.
on top of the machine.
Okay, well, I'm gonna run up, jump, try and stab my sword in the machine, and then bring my legs up and like try and kick it like that with both legs, and see what I can do to damage the machine.
Like you're gonna try and kick like this
Bring my legs in.
at the same time.
Yeah, so I'll have to use a key point, and let me see if I can. Let me see what I roll.
Break your legs.
Do what?
If you're you can't do it like this the way you can with your arms. This would break your legs.
No, you
Twist them out of your sockets. Oh, like
yeah.
this?
Yeah. So let me roll and see if any of that stuff hits. It'd be really cool if it does.
Yeah. Choke them out with your legs.
So that's like a 25 to hit on the first.
Yes,
That hits.
That's 11 to hit on the next.
That does not hit.
Okay. And then the third one is 22 to hit.
Oh, I rolled wrong.
That is a hit.
All right. So I'll just roll both of these at once then.
Pop, pop, pop.
Okay. So I get him with a short sword and one of my legs.
Roll damage. Be careful. Do you want to non-lethal damage? Like you don't want to kill him.
Well, I'm attacking the machine, so it doesn't matter.
Oh.
That'd be a 10 piercing, and then a 6 bludgeoning.
Oh boy. So it takes a lot of damage. And no, it does. It fails. Okay, so it fails its throw for unstable because it has an unstable feature, and it falls down. He's like, no, get up.
As I flip off and land, I am like,
Yes. Milo, your turn.
All right. So where is what do we got? Do we still have live goblins?
We have 2 living goblins.
Did we kill Krenko?
No.
Okay.
You brought down the machine. It's fallen.
Is our goal to bring Krenko in alive? So just wanted to remember that. It's been a while. Just FYI, just got 2 foster pups. That's why I was away. I apologize, Nathaniel. Make sure you wash your hands every time you touch them because they do have ringworm.
They both do?
We assume they both do. One has it for sure.
Okay.
All right, go on.
So can I? So where is Krenko right now? Is he still on this machine?
He's still in the machine. Yes.
Okay. So is there a goblin I can sneak up on and attempt to do terrible things to?
Yes. Go ahead.
I will attempt to sneak on a goblin. And what you need me to roll?
Roll an attack roll with advantage, and then add your sneak attack.
All right. Let's see. So that is a 12 to hit.
To Krenko?
No, one of the random goblins.
Oh no, that hits.
All right. So then let's see. D6 for sneak attack. And that is 2 points of sneak attack damage. And then 3 plus 5, 8 points of regular damage. So 10 total.
10 total. You.
That's great.
Nope. You jump out of the shadows, slit his throat,
And we, of course, know I'm heading right back to the shadows.
and then he disappears again. Now, now we're gonna go after Milo. It is the goblin's turn. The goblin is gonna go ahead and shoot. Not shoot. He's gonna stab McClunkin.
That's not fair, but it's totally fair. Looking at it another way.
He hits with a. Oh my God! Does a 23 hit?
Does 23 hit?
Your AC.
Yeah, by a lot.
All right. Yeah. Nope.
I'm not a fourth level fighter.
That fell. 1 plus 3, 4 damage.
4 damage. That brings me down to 8 hit points. But I'm still strong enough to fight back, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it my turn to go?
It is. Yes, it is.
Okay. The one that just came at me, since he's close, I'm going to use my dagger instead of a ranged weapon. And I'm going to wait for the DM to come back.
1 second. I'll be right back.
if you want to know how far it's 30 feet, you can throw it.
Oh, I thought it was a stabby. It's a ranged weapon?
It's either a dart or a dagger can be either. But I just read that as a dart. I don't know if it's.
I'm just
how far
angry.
does the dagger throw, Nathaniel? I forget.
I don't remember. I think it's something like 30 feet.
Well, I want to stab the guy close to me because I'm mad at him for attacking with such an overpowered attack.
Oh, then go ahead and stab him.
I did. What do I roll? 20?
You roll it, make an attack roll.
Okay, I just looked it up for future reference. A dagger is 20 foot, 60 feet with disadvantage.
Okay. I rolled a 17. What do I add to that?
17 plus your dagger's attack bonus.
Where do I find my dagger's attack bonus?
In your attacks and spellcasting.
Plus 5. So 22. Do I hit?
That hits.
Awesome. And then I roll for damage, or?
Yeah, now you roll for damage. Damage.
What do I roll?
It says,
it says right here. I'm
D4.
learning how this whole game works. This is a fun game. I really like it. One
I'm still
D4
learning. Still learning.
roll. I got a 4 plus 2, 6. 6 damage.
6 damage. He's down.
All right.
Nice.
So that is all of them. All the goblins except Krenko, who is fallen. I think we can end combat.
Okay. Can we gather up Krenko and like bind him or something?
Knock him
Yeah,
out.
go over to him and then try and bind him, I guess.
Knock him out.
He's still hexed. So we're gonna try to. So yeah, we can grab him and tie him up.
There's probably some rope you can find around the area.
Yes, definitely.
What's up, Taylor?
Let's do that.
All right.
Taylor, if you have to ask, you don't want to know.
All right. So I walk up to Krenko and I tie him up.
All right. So he tries to fight off, but you tie him up.
You
All
weak
right.
little goblin.
So, as the rain intensifies into a downpour, you head to the outskirts of Sunhome City. You're directed to the old granary that N-cix picked as the rendezvous point. The wet, crumbling clay building sits out in an unattended field and is overgrown with all manner of vegetation, almost completely reclaimed by the wild. N-cix steps out of the entryway into the field holding a small purse and flanked by 2 heavily armored guards of the Dundalian Empire. N-cix asks for but has also brought 2 human veterans wearing no obvious identifiers to help take Krenko into custody. They look very generic. Several people are around the area, hidden in case Krenko tries to flee, and he wants the characters to complete the exchange without a fuss or asking any questions.
Can we
Have you
Yes.
questioned him?
we have not.
I'm gonna walk up to him, and I'll take the front end of Krenko's I don't know how we strung him up, but we tied him up, so I'll be up front.
No, the soldiers shackle him
Okay.
immediately.
Well, before we can give him to the soldiers, before we give him to N-cix, I just want to. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
How are you today?
Good.
What's with all of the extra
Me?
extra swords? Yeah. Why do you have so many people here with you?
Oh, I'm afraid that he is a high security prisoner, but please, we will do the exchange, and I want no fuss. Please. Here's your payment, and he hands over the extra 100 gold.
Well,
Yeah.
why
I'm with McClunkin in the chat. Yeah.
why don't you want us asking him questions?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious as to all of the extra security, all of the extra red shirts that he's got out in the bushes. Do I believe what he's saying when he tells us that he wants to be quick, he wants to get this done, taken care of quickly?
Can I cast Bardic Inspiration again since it's a new day to help Hrax'i?
Yep. You wanna help them pry information or what?
Answers here. What do I roll?
No, so he hands over another extra 50 gold. And it's like, no questions.
What do
And
you
then,
guys do?
everybody walks away.
Who's everybody? Like the extra people?
And all of the entire militia walk away. They hook him up in a carriage, and there they go.
Like they just took him without our permission?
Yep.
Yeah, we had him. He was behind. Oh, okay.
So you now have 250 gold to split between the 5 of you.
This is leaving a bad taste in my mouth. What's
Same. I want to look into this guy. I want to question N-cix now that he's given over the gold. I want to say, hey, what's the deal? Why so
You
fast?
find on the ground a slip of paper that says Dundalian Empire Office 6632.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up.
And I think we can end it there, unless we want to, because I could increase this into a campaign next time we meet, or we can just run another one-shot.
Oh, that might be it.
So hold on a second. Are we seeing?
Yeah, it's meant to
hold
be.
on.
It literally says there's a whole section of text that says "the end?" because these are designed as starting adventures to jump into a campaign.
I would love. Okay, so there may be something going on, but we can also call this like end chapter.
Yes.
Yeah. Chapter
Okay,
one.
I'm happy next time we get our schedules together to continue this campaign from this one
Yeah, I'd be
shot.
down. Yeah, I'd be down.
Nobody wanted to commit to a long schedule, but if we just keep where we are with our characters, and the next time we can all get together, we pursue further.
We do not have D&D tonight with Alec.
Okay.
I'm just saying that in case anyone would like to investigate this further later tonight, perhaps. Because
I
I'm
think
paid.
I'm a bit DM'd out for now, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, I kind of because I'm kind of making a very cobbled together world that I'm gonna have to just write some basic stuff about.
You should
And
just
we have the puppies.
you
Yes,
should
I have puppies.
you should just toss that cobbling. By the way,
So there was
So
from like I saw in this video they were like so they were trying to get information out of a lovely halfling couple. They took the male halfling and tried to intimidate him. He was not intimidated whatsoever, so the 200-pound Goliath tossed him into the lake. It is now an innuendo known as tossing the halfling.
Jeez.
I do not approve.
Yeah. Because I was just thinking
Exactly.
on page 157, it lists some different things that you can purchase, one of which is a riding horse for 75 gold. So
Yes, we'd actually have to go there. So
if
I
we
guess,
wanted to continue this, we could get some horses and have at it.
yeah.
But I can tell you right now, I would like permission to roll up a different character if this is going to be continuing instead of a naked monk that can't talk because I don't like it.
So first of all, I totally
So you gotta
understand.
keep the naked buff.
Yeah, I totally understand wanting to talk because you guys might have noticed I talk a lot. But I think you did a great job, and I think it added so much, like the whole like cobbled together, monk sign language. That
To
that
any
added.
regular person, this looks like sign language.
Yeah, that was so freaking cool. Because you didn't have to like. I'm embarrassing myself with the.
Oh my god!
Puppy!
Yay, I just got 12 more likes on my YouTube channel.
I shamelessly use my dog for the same purpose.
Okay, you do have to watch it anyway. Okay.
Yeah, one of the puppies has ringworm, and the lady who was fostering them couldn't handle it. So we picked it up. All right. Yeah, I think. Will, are you back in church starting the new year? Has that been determined, or?
Probably.
Okay.
So we'll definitely need to do a different day.
Okay. Nathaniel's campaign that he's participating in is Saturday mornings, but his DM is not as punctual as he is. So we'll work out a different day. Over the break, we can he's free, so we could do it like on a weekday next week or the week after, kind of like Wednesday after Christmas before New Year's or something. Mm-hmm. I'll put in the chat in IG some information and we'll go from there.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. Yeah.
But we're all kind of down with continuing this campaign with the exception of not being mute anymore.
Well, I don't like the idea of a monk personally. I'd like to have a different guy.
Okay, well, we can have a friend meet up with us in the town. I mean, that happens in fantasy novels all the time. So
the monk just like walks away, just doesn't just and just
he gets cold.
He does what silent monks do.
So when I heard Toss Cobble, it very much reminds me of Squat Cobbler from Better Call Saul. If you're familiar with this show, I don't know if that's where you got it from, but that's.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I know the show, but I haven't really seen it.
Okay.
And I can tell you right now, I would like to roll up a gnome wizard. That way we have 3 martial classes. One combo with McClunkin 2 martial, and then 2 spellcasters.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
All right. So I want to thank everybody for being here. We got 9 watchers now. You missed some good naked monks holding goblin hands. You missed some flamethrowers. You missed some sewer nastiness. You missed a whole bunch of great stuff. If you were watching, you saw all of that. Bentar the Bold has broken his D&D cherry, which is very nice. And the rest of us had a great time. And we will be back at some future point in the next week or so to continue this adventure and figure out why the heck they grabbed Krenko so quickly and wanted to take him away, no questions asked. That having been said, does anybody have a parting comment for the chat and the viewership?
Thank you for watching. We appreciate you. And I've just changed my mind to be a cleric next time because we need it.
There's so much you can do. And
thanks everybody for showing up.
We are going to be the shortest party of all time.
Yeah, I was just about to say, if you do a gnome, everybody is under 5 feet tall.
I'm going to have to get a growth potion.
It's only
And so if you check the description for this video on YouTube, I have a link to Nola's channel, to Big Will's channel, to Comics on the Mind channel, to Big O's Instagram, and to Nathaniel's YouTube channel, as well as to Nathaniel's podcast, The Dungeon Talk, which is 25 episodes strong, still going really well. Definitely a good listen. Check it out on anchor.fm at The Dungeon Talk. Until then, peace, everybody. We'll catch you soon to continue this adventure.
Stay safe.
Stay nerdy and stay safe.